And today we are trying to break the Hadrian's wall. So let's immediately jump to the intro. Hadrian's wall, a defensive fortification built by the Romans to keep their empire intact. Today, it's a formidable fortification to prevent us from marching into Scotland. As usual, propaganda can be deceiving. Our military engineers agree that such a hasty construction must have at least one weakness. If you could locate and exploit it, you will have a better chance of the wall succumbing. Two supply dumps are located beyond the wall, each one of them marked on your map with an A and a B. The destruction of each supply dump would disrupt the supply of ammunition to the defenders, but likely only for the duration of your game turn. This means that your timing would have to be impeccable to benefit most of the supply outage. And yes, Herr General, good you ask. We intend to drop several special units beyond the front line to carry out this act of sabotage. Before I forget, a Soviet liaison officer will be following the events along the front line. We expect him to have a hidden agenda, so don't tell him more than necessary and don't wire Berlin when he's in your vicinity. Last but not least, and with my sincere apologies, we must deny your request for the cavalry raid. It has been deployed elsewhere. Good luck for climbing the wall, Herr General. Yeah, so we'll see about that. Well, here we go. Well, the Soviet liaison officer has come to monitor the operation firsthand, and our boys did a hell of a paint job on his T-34. Two Ju-52s and two DFS 230s are at your disposal. Yeah, good to know. So, this for once is a mission where I think taking a look at the terrain really helps, and there are some possibilities that are visible and you could exploit while going into this. So I already went ahead and prepared the setup here, and yeah, this is my thinking going into this. We still have a lot of prestige, almost 4,000. So I went ahead and overstrengthened at least my infantry a little bit. Yeah, because if we take a look, there really is a line, and this, you don't have to penetrate deeper into British territory here. We just have to break the line and maybe grab those special locations in the back. I think this is where the supply dumps are. Yeah, not this one, not, yeah, here. So I think our special units will do that for us. So I don't think we have to go for speed here. The only thing that is worrisome is this defensive line. So more infantry, and I don't plan to smash into the defenses line in the center here, because yeah, there's a river protecting it all the way here. There's very hard terrain, so it will be very hard for us to move up. Only be able to use infantry units, and they would get pounded by defending artillery. So yeah, I don't consider this as a good option. On the other hand, on this side, we have open terrain facing the defense. If we have a city here, Newcastle upon Tyne, we have to take it. So why not form a Schwerpunkt here? Bring a lot of artillery, bring heavy tanks to soak up the pounding from the enemy attacks. And yeah, hopefully break through. We can maybe take one or both of those bridges and yeah, breach the line and take out the defenders here from the back. The other option, well, no, not the other option. The other thing I'm noticing here, the river doesn't guard the whole portion of the map. So maybe we are able to sneak in. We have a big artillery piece here supplied by the map design. So this might be an opportunity to, well, and even a Flamme. So this might be an opportunity to bring up more of our own Gebirgsjägers and try to break through here, or at least support attack by our other main battle group here. And yeah, this is another possible weak point here, because if you take a look, there is a big river, the River Eden, and maybe the Ant Swamp. So this is very likely the weak point that we're talking about, because yeah, they can't directly defend it. I even deployed my own bridge engineers here just to be able to cross here on, well, maybe this river crossing. And yeah, we have, or maybe here, because then we are across the swamp as well and could pour to the back and maybe overwhelm the defenses this way. Even maybe take out the supply dump and then start the attack on Newcastle for real. There are some options here. Yeah, and so maybe taking those bridges, we can form up and overwhelm those defenses on the side as well. There seem to be backup forces here. Yeah, you can see it because of the fortifications. Well, it will still not be easy, but I think it's breakable. So for the setup here, infantry to immediately go for the radar tower. Yeah, one of my Fallschirmjägers maybe to sneak him here in the bottom and go for Dumfries and this airfield and the supply dump if we have to. And well, heavy tanks, infantry, and a lot of artillery. That's maybe enough to break them. Other than that, in the center I deployed basically nothing, just my Gebirgsjägers, and like I said, on the side. So I hope this works out and the weak point isn't actually here in the center. That would be very bad, but I can't imagine that that's the case. So yeah, like I said, we only have to go forward a few hexes. Should be easy. And we can't deploy those units. Even can't deploy one of our heavy tanks here because I took the bridge engineers. Can't deploy all of my flags, but I think we'll be ready. So let's jump into the game and see what we can do here. Wow, defense +2 on my fighter. And already my Panzer. Yeah, he survived. Wow, okay. I thought we are the attackers, but never mind. So the British are extremely aggressive on this one, obviously. Let's see. We have two very heavy tanks. We have the Air Force concentrated on our left side here. They have an airfield here close to Newcastle, but there can't be any planes because we would have already seen them. So maybe, yeah, you can't know that, but concentrating your Air Force on this side obviously is better. So we were lucky. They didn't go for our Stuka here, because they definitely would have been able to. The Blenheim, no, it has a vision range of 1, so we got lucky here. They didn't spot anything. So, do we shoot down planes, or do we shoot down the Churchill Mark II, this prototype here? And do we shoot down the radar tower first? I think going for the radar tower first is a no-brainer. On the other hand, exposing my pioneers here is risky because, yeah, there's still a Matilda in the front. And yeah, we already noticed the Matildas. They are dangerous. And we can't really damage them. Wow, that was a poor hit if I ever saw one. So that's 5, and you have 5 as well, I think. Yep. So do we trust in the Matilda or do we trust in the Panzer IV? Here's our T-34. We can use it. That's good. So I think only because this the Matilda has overstrength, I think we'll trust in the Matilda. Perfect, and it paid off. That should, well, reduce their vision maybe a little bit, but only a little bit. So we have two options. We can suppress and force a surrender on the Churchill if we can go to the back, and I think we can because those locations are open. Charlisle. So if we destroyed this Matilda, we could go around and force a surrender and then use our 88 to, well, hopefully take down the Spitfire or damage the Wellington, because the Wellington is dangerous as well. Do we have another fighter in range? That's another important question. No, we don't. Maybe we can trap something, but not too sure about it. So, obvious thing to do, send in the Stuka. Hopefully damage the Matilda enough to force it back. Perfect. Now the only thing we have to do is suppress the Churchill. Best thing to do usually is using a level bomber. Well, one suppression, that's not great. 4 suppression. We are getting there. Guarding the Pioneers. 7 suppression, yeah. That's going to work out. And then we'll send in a weak unit to do the surrender. Perfect. Dangerous unit gone. And now we can think about getting rid of the Matilda. But yeah, let's check our odds here. So the Spitfire is bad. So obvious target. And we got it. Perfect. And now Blenheim or Wellington. We have 3 planes to do it. And the problem is, if we deploy them, we can't protect our bombers here. Well, at least the Blenheim we can... We could shoot down the Blenheim. That's possible. So let's work on it. Done. And then we can at least damage the Wellington, but it will remain a very dangerous unit. And it even manages to damage my BF here. And I don't think they're going to retreat. And it's a Mark III and has crazy... It's a tactical bomber, okay. So maybe we should have gone for the other one. I fully expected that to be a level bomber or a strategic bomber. So maybe that was not the smartest thing to do. So knowing that, we should keep our tanks and artillery pieces in cover of fighters and the 88. And, well, destroying this Matilda, don't think that's going to help us a lot because they have vision. At least they are blocked by the swampy, so we can safely advance. And the Matilda is at a risk here. That can't be helped. So maybe we can offer a juicier target for the Wellington and then trap it. That's our best call here at the moment. Let's peek here, see what the defense are all about, and that's not too bad. So this has a vision range of 4. Yeah, that's tricky because if we go forward, the Wellington will smash us. Let's try to sneak in the Fallschirmjägers here. Should be kind of safe, I hope. And they're at level 14, so they can survive a pounding. And then, well, I will think about that. That's too complicated at the moment. Then let's take a look at this front. We can already get rid of the first infantry unit. I like if the British units are that aggressive. And then I think we are going to peek at the defenses. Take Sunderland. Doesn't seem to be much in the front, so well, we have basically 2 scouts here. I will grab the hill. Great point of view. And this is empty, so range of 2. I like that. Well, it might be breakable after all. I guess we'll send forward the Chabi just to block the river crossing here. Get more intel. And here we see the first defending artillery. Obvious target for pounding. And we have non-core bombers here, so there might be more anti-aircraft cannons in the back, but we can test with our non-core level bombers here, and we can also test if this one is set on hold position or if it's going forward. Okay. This will be hard to break. Range of 3 and vision range of 4. So we have our work cut out for us here. But we don't seem to be an immediate risk of getting attacked. That's good news. And there are not more fighters. I think deploying one tank in the direction of the swampy is a good thing to prevent us from any surprises from the sides. And then we'll carefully move forward our artillery. Go back a little bit. And try to get in range. And, well, bring our Fallschirmjägers into a position to blast through the defenders. That's the battle plan, at least. Yeah. We'll be very careful to stay out of range of this fortress. Well, we can't stay out of range with our tanks, but we'll stay out of range with our artillery. So we should be pretty safe here in the back. We'll make sure to keep ourselves guarded here. It would be very bad to, well, maybe we'll need one of them to form a trap for the Wellington. We'll see about that. For now, we don't think there's anything we can do with our bombers here. And, well, the British Air Force is questionable as well. Maybe there will be more attacks, maybe not. But for now, let's get a look at them. Grab a hill. It seems safe enough. Do we want to send support for this non-core Gebirgsjägers or not? That's another question. Don't think they can spot us here, so don't think a trap will be useful. I think we go forward a little bit just to block the road. And then we have another bomber here that maybe can do something. Couldn't get it. But if they are going to reinforce it, the Matilda that is, that's a lot of prestige and maybe another surrender for our side, because this is a very blocked region. Going forward with the heavy weapon infantry, because this way I can move up the artillery and still be safe. And yeah, now the question is, how can we trap this Wellington? It's very hard to determine what they are seeing. This is a vision range of 2, that's nice. So maybe a good way to do it will be, they see the artillery, they see there are no defensive fighters here, and they might not see my 88. So this is an extremely juicy target, and I hope my 88 is strong enough to protect it. Maybe even this Panzer 2F. He chose this as target before because it's weak and it might be a kill. So that's that. This one has no air defenses. Double artillery protection for those two. So the Matilda is not very likely to attack. We'll stay out of vision range with our precious Russian officer, but I fully plan to attack this strong point. Maybe even go forward with the infantry, but I don't think it's really help him, because we need artillery support to smash through those defenders. Yeah, I could destroy the Matilda, but I don't think I want to. I rather move into protection of my fighters. And this might be a double trap, maybe. Yeah, move forward a little bit with the bridge engineers, and I think then we are done on this front. Yeah, still no obvious target for the level bomber, so we'll move up a little bit. No real target for my tactical bomber. So we'll move up a little bit as well. And I don't think we need this one for traps. So let's try to guard our artillery pieces. So, well, maybe we can do a trap. This is a vision range of 4. It does. Let's double check. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So, if there are any bombers, they are very, very likely to go for the Wolframen. And yeah, move back the scout. Maybe get him out of vision range completely. And that's it. So let's see if this works out. And let's end the turn. It did. And double artillery protection. And still getting damaged. So my... Yeah, and they're extremely aggressive on this one. Wow. Whew. But we can do a lot of surrenders on the Matildas here. That's free prestige for our side. But the aggression level is ridiculous. But now we know this area is safe. So let's send in the level bombers. Maybe, yeah, doing a surrender won't be very helpful. Yeah, the problem is I don't want to move my artillery in range of this fortress. Ah, God. But initiative on the tank is great. And I noticed we have absolutely, yeah, almost no heroes on our units. Don't know why that's the case. More scouting. Maybe offer the light cruiser as target. I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, and the only thing we can do here is pound them. And yeah, wait till we have a good opportunity to break them. It's not that well defended, actually. This one doesn't count as defensive artillery. So bringing a unit like, yeah, I think if we take them out and bring in our Fallschirmjägers into a proper position, I think there are options at least. Wow, another big artillery piece in the back. That's not good. So maybe we will have to wait. Yeah, there are options. We can somehow brute force our way through. Maybe suppress them. I'm not sure. Should we risk this? No, I think we go here. We already know it's quite safe. and getting rid of one of their defensive, yeah, getting rid of a quarter pounder here would be very nice. And yeah, another tank, maybe we can draw him as well. That would be nice. Still out of range. Yeah, and we need, that was a mistake. We need the pioneers to go onto the bridge because we can't attack this unit otherwise. So, yeah. Pretty hard to go forward here. And I'm not exactly sure how to do it, but we'll see. At least another defender is gone. That's always nice. Let's resupply. And then let's try to... yeah, slowly move forward because, yeah, we are not in a hurry here. We can't break them on our own. We will have to wait for support. And before we have the support, we'll try to force surrenders. Actually, yeah, let's do it. Let's risk the Panzer 2F. Let's grab Carlisle. Now we have an important crossing under control. And well, this actually counts as a scout, and this can be very helpful in this situation. Because we somehow need to go into the back of this Matilda 2. I didn't think about that because now I'm pretty sure we can't force a surrender because this hex is blocked. So that's already a little bit annoying. Let's do the first one. That's at least some prestige for our side. Then maybe it's possible to break the first fortress. Doesn't seem like it, but still could be possible. Nope, it's not, but there is no real option to get rid of them. Yeah, maybe there is. No, there isn't. But we don't have to be quick. So well, one chance to do. Oh, damn it, let's kill him. Wow, big hit. So killing him really was literal, and this, well, leaves our scout here in a very bad situation. But on the other hand, well, what can you do? We'll definitely set up the attack on the strong points, and then we should be fine. At least deny them some vision and give us movement opportunities. Maybe this will trigger the shot by the 4. It will dig in our Panzer 3H, and it's already kind of useless, so not too worried here. And we have to be very careful not to get into firing range of the fortress. So I think that's a decent option. Bring up the 88, land the Fallschirmjägers. They should be safe here in the back, and then it's time to protect everything as good as we can. It's not easy here. But doable, and there doesn't seem to be much air defenses around. So this obviously is the weak point. I hope, at least. Yeah, and other than that, I think we can't do a lot. More protection. Again, let's try to trap something if there should be enemy fighters, and that's it, I think. So I think we are going to look for the British turn. I like that. He's on the river. Not a trap. Wow. Well, and once again, my scouts are suffering. But that's not too bad. Wow, and they're absolutely ultra aggressive. Three elite units have been dropped behind enemy lines. They should raise no suspicion as they are wearing British commander uniforms. Let them cause havoc, Herr General. Wow. So, yeah, good and bad news. The greatest news, our scout lives. We have drawn we have drawn more reactionary forces towards us. That's absolutely fantastic news, actually. We can hopefully demolish one of the defending artilleries here. Well, we have commando units in the back, so we can maybe even smash. Wow, that's that's great, because now they have already exposed their reserves, so sending this commando unit in their back could wreck this fortress. And once the fortress is gone, Newcastle is doomed. In the center, yeah, we are holding the line. Nothing is happening here. We draw another unit. I don't know why they are doing that, but I like it. We can destroy another Stuart. We survived. Don't see any signs of enemy anti-aircraft cannons here. So yeah, perfect. I think it's time for a break, and I'll be back in about 10 minutes, and then we'll see what we can do. But they are already in a bad situation. So I like that, and thanks for watching, and see ya. Bye.